seriously, this is something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I was just going through my YouTube analytics and I started noticing a very consistent pattern. Whenever I post videos about gear, testing new cameras, unboxings, reviews, even just using a camera on a real world shoot, those videos do well. Videos go up, engagement goes up, people are excited. But when I post a photography tutorial, something that's actually about learning the craft, lighting, composition, or storytelling, those videos, not so much. And it made me start asking a bigger question. Is this just my channel, or is this a real shift happening in photography right now? Are photographers more interested in gear than actually developing their skills? Or maybe learning just looks different today? In this video, I want to talk about that. I want to break this down, share what I've been seeing, and honestly, I want to hear from you. Because if we're being real, the question might say a lot about where photography is headed next. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about something that has been really weighing on my mind. As many of you know, I just relocated to Michigan from California, and I've been pretty much MIA for like 3 weeks. I scheduled videos during my cross-country road trip, but overall I've been pretty quiet, especially throughout social media in general. So now that I'm starting to get back into things, I got my stuff all set up, and now it's time for me to get back to making content more often, especially here on YouTube. So I started looking through my analytics, and after my most recent video posts, I started to realize something. I started to realize that when I post content that is about how to, or here's tips and tricks, or a new way of doing things, whatever it may be, if it's a learning tutorial, it gets a fraction of the attention, whether it be the push or views or engagement or whatever, compared to when I talk about gear. And it got me thinking, do photographers care about learning photography anymore? Honestly, I don't know, because the numbers say they don't. Maybe I'm just someone people don't like learning from or feel like they can learn anything from, but one of the main reasons for me to get into uploading videos to YouTube is because I enjoyed sharing. When I first started, guess what? Nobody was around to help me out. I didn't have any sponsor or big brother or father that was deeply into photography to encourage me, or even I didn't really have anybody to guide me through this thing called photography. Now I'm at a point where I feel like I have the experience, the knowledge, the know-how, especially the failures on my belt. I'm like, I want to share my knowledge with other people out there so that they can, get to where they want to go that much faster. And I think that one of the blessings of experience, one of the best ways to reap the rewards of learned experience, is to share it with others. Here we are on YouTube many years later. I can't deny a little bit of frustration of putting time and energy into a video where I think is going to help and learn, help others out there improve their photography, and I get maybe 20% of the attention, engagement, overall everything, compared to if I just talk about a camera. It's really interesting. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with camera reviews. I'm not gonna stop them by any means. I love sharing my opinions. I love talking about the gear and the lighting and gadgets we all love to play with, okay? That's why we're here on YouTube. We love even listen to others talk about gear. So I'm not here to say that's a bad thing. It's just really interesting to see the analytics, and the numbers don't lie. I upload something about learning, and then when I do something about gear, even when it's a camera that's not even available yet, if it's just a rumor, it does way more, at least 3 to 4, maybe even 5x what the learning tutorial video has done. And it's shocking to me. It really is. I'm really curious. What does that mean? What does that mean for photography? I can tell definitely since I've started YouTube that the influx of YouTube photography channels has grown exponentially, like if I even said that word right, has grown tremendously. I think obviously if you have a cell phone and decent lighting, you can become a YouTuber too overnight. So I totally get it. There's way more channels out there, more than ever, way more content more than ever. But it is really remarkable when it comes to, I'm only comparing this experience with my channel, that when you post one kind of content versus another, it just goes. Maybe YouTube wants to push the gear stuff a little bit more because that means product is being pushed. It's good for advertising. That could be totally an answer. I wouldn't be surprised if that was, but it just, but I'm not gonna lie, it hurts a little bit. Not because my videos don't do as well, but it's like, photography is fun when you're learning a new trick, when you're like, oh, that's a great thing. Oh, let me find the answer to overcome a hurdle I have creatively, right? And myself, I always try to figure out ways to make photography fun again. And a lot of the things that make photography fun is the learning, is the messing up, is the mistakes. And I know social media makes you think that every photographer is a phenomenal photographer and that they don't have any mistakes, but let me tell you, the best ones make the most mistakes, okay? Really do. For me, I lean into them, you know. I don't have all the gear. I have a lot more gear than maybe the average person, but I don't have all of it. And I still am looking for reasons to like get excited and learn something new and try something new out. Push myself, test my limits, or test my mettle, if you will. And I don't know, it kind of hurts that I don't know if others feel the same way, you know? If people just love watching YouTube for gear, that's great, but you're ultimately like, you know, it is a commercial. All of us YouTubers are going to say, click our affiliate link. It does help us out, and I appreciate those that do push mine, but it's like, you know, I don't know. The learning part is really cool. It's really fun. And for me, I've always found the learning videos like inspirational. Nowadays, I've been watching a lot more filmmaking tutorials more than ever. Photography here and there, but really the filmmaking. And because I really enjoy a filmmaker's approach to lighting. Or overcoming issues when it comes to lighting. I think with photography nowadays, with flash and off-camera flash, photographers have gotten lazy. You could just overpower sunlight with a 600 watt, you know, TTL and HS, you know, high speed sync, and boom, 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 you're done, you know. None of my, when I use my flashes, whether it be on camera or off camera, I never use TTL. I actually absolutely hate TTL. When I first bought my Godox AD600, it didn't have TTL on it. Okay, you had to pay like $50 more, and I didn't have that $50, so I just bought the one with the high-speed sync, and there you go. And it forces me to overcome problems, to solve issues while on set. And I think that's what helped me to improve my creativity and my ability to be a confident photographer and to land the plane. I think that's like why I think it hurts a little bit to notice this. It's an obvious trend. I'm not making this up. If I look at my analytics on YouTube, and clearly the kind of content that's getting that engagement and attention and views, it's a big difference between the two, and I like them both, and I don't want to give up talking about gear, and I don't want to give up sharing my knowledge or whatever tips I think may help that one or two photographers out there. So with all that said, that's just my little rant. It's a question, you know, are photographers like done learning photography nowadays? Is that like not a thing anymore? I don't know. Let me know what you think about my perception about this trend I'm noticing down below. If you enjoy this kind of content, please hit that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Give this video a hype. I'm Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.